Hello everyone, I welcome you all to your own astrology channel, Eklavya Astrology. First of all, I want to wish everyone a very happy Diwali and I hope you will enjoy a lot with your friends and family. So this time I really wanted to talk about wealth yoga, and being Diwali, this is the right time frame when we talk, really wish to understand the wealth yoga in your chart, right? Secondly, I'll be using Hemraj sir's technique and his technique about transit and Navansh to understand the wealth yoga in your chart. See, everybody's chart is different, and there is no same chart which I have seen manifest in anybody's life. Everybody's chart and combination, different kind of aspects are there, and everybody wants to know about their wealth, right? How much wealth will I have? Will I have, in millions or billions? Secondly, I have seen that, first you have to check your D1 chart properly. Because if there is a promise in the D1 chart, then what happens that D9 and the D10 or D60, any divisional chart, help in supporting that yoga, right? It gives the strength to that support, that yoga in your D1 or your moon chart. If the yoga is there in your D1 and your moon chart, either of them, then D9 and checking the D10 chart will only give the assurance of. Suppose somebody is earning 25,000 rupees a month or 25 lakh rupees a month or maybe a 25 crore a month. This manifestation of the wealth is seen from divisional chart. First of all, you have to analyze properly your D1 and your moon chart to understand the wealth yoga. Then, before, if you don't understand D1 chart properly or moon chart properly, my advice to you, please don't jump then straight to your D9 or D10 or your D60. Divisional chart will help you in case if you have mastered your D1 chart properly. Like Hemra sir always says that understanding of D1 chart or your moon chart take years to understand. A person take year to even master the yoga available in the birth chart simply looking at D1. Simply you have to understand first. Once you have mastered your D1, you have understand your D1 chart or moon chart, then go into D9 or checking your D10 chart or your D60 chart, right? I hope I will try to make it as simple as possible for you guys so that you understand. And secondly, it will help you to check your own chart or your family's chart, your own, kids probably or spouse maybe, to understand how much wealth generation is there in your chart, in your family chart, right? So let's start with this. So guys, before proceeding in this video, I really want you to understand that Hemraj sir has always taught us that you have to first analyze the position of your second house lord. What is it making a connection in the birth chart, right? Because second house is not only for your wealth, but second house, through second house we even do the timing of job. When somebody is buying a jewelry or a source of income getting generated, how much wealth one must have, one will be having, we it all comes through the second house. So it is very important to understand before understanding the wealth yoga. You really need to understand second house lord placement. Maybe in my next video I will cover my second house lord placement in an entire in the 12 houses. Maybe for the next video I'll definitely will cover that. But before understanding the wealth yoga, why I'm saying is that before understanding the wealth yoga, please understand your second house lord, right? And second thing is very important thing to understand here is that you really need to understand that kendra houses, the 1, 4, 7 and 10th houses of your chart is called Vishnu sthana, and they are very important to understand, to analyze any yoga or raj yoga or any wealth yoga. Kendra houses are very important. Then the trine houses, the trine houses is your first house, fifth house and ninth house. They are called the Lakshmi Sthana. The Kendra houses, again I repeat, is the Vishnu Sthana, and trine houses are the Lakshmi Sthana. Vishnu Sthana, the Kendra houses is Vishnu Sthana is known for sustenance, right? Lakshmi goes where Vishnu resides. We all know that. Now, how to manifest in the birth chart is when Kendra house lord get conjunct with the trine house lord placed in the Kendra house, it forms a great Raj Yoga. It's a wealth giving yoga now. But actually, a great yoga of wealth forms when Kendra house lord and the conjunct or making a connection with trine house lord sits in the Kendra houses, and in this conjunction, second house lord or 11th house lord also conjunct, then it forms a great wealth yoga. Basically, there is a second yoga too. Second house lord conjunct with the fifth house or ninth house lord and placed in the Kendra houses. Again, this is also showing a great wealth yoga. So here in entire scene, you need to understand one thing, that your Kendra house, 1, 4, 7, and 10 house has to have make a connection with your first, fifth, and ninth house. And that, that conjunction is happening in the Kendra houses, along with second house and 11th house lord have to conjunct or making a connection with this placement. Then the complete circle for the wealth is getting completed in your chart. So now you have understand that why Kendra houses and trine houses are very important for the wealth. Apart from that, second house lord should be placed very strongly, not from your birth chart, but from moon chart too, right? Because if a person will earn 20,000 rupees per month or 1 lakh or 5 lakh, that intensity we have to analyze through second house lord placement too. Now, apart from this, Venus is very important to understand. When we talking about wealth, Venus definitely comes into the picture because Venus rules Kalpurush Kundli second house, Taurus sign. And Venus, if you see as a planet, get exalted in Pisces sign. Now, if you analyze Pisces sign, it is showing two fishes. It's forming a circle, chasing each other, showing a repetition, right? There is a duality there. So Venus, giving, if you analyze this Venus exalted in Pisces, which showing a repetition, giving a message. What is the message? It's a message that, who know how to invest, where to invest, how to invest properly, and who spend very wisely. Definitely that person will become wealthy. In our scripture also it is mentioned that 12th house and second house is, they work independently, and 12th house in, second house, they are not bad houses. 12th house lord conjunct with the second house, in the second house, like in Mukesh Ambani's chart, becomes a wealth giving planet. So what you have to see, if 12th house lord sits in the or conjunct with second house lord, or with fifth house, or with making a connection with fifth house lord or ninth house or its lord, and it involves in a wealth yoga, then surely the 12th house lord planet, that planet is a wealth giving planet for you. Of course, in this, whatever I have mentioned as of now, the 12th house Lord position should be in dignity, right? In a good, without the malefic aspect. And many big businessmen, if you analyze their chart, you'll find that 12th house Lord position is, making an association with second, fifth, or ninth house as Lord, or making a very strong, and 12th house Lord is involved in the wealth giving yoga. Now, whosoever is wealthy, apart from the yoga, what I have already discussed, I've already explained the wealth yoga in D1 or moon chart. Apart from that, the in that D9 and D10, the Earth Trikon, the Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn becomes very important. If the apart from the wealth yoga, if their second house lord or 11th house lord goes in D9 or D10, goes in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or the person have many planets in the D9 and D10 in earth element, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, then it shows that the intensity of wealth is very strong. Because why? Because their D1 and their moon chart is showing a wealth yoga, and the D9 and D10, the planet, the second house lord and 11th house lord, or many planets in earth element shows that the person will be very wealthy. Now, analyze the chart of people who work in finance department, accounts department, investment banker, or people who are CA. For chartered accountant, Mars and Mercury has to have make a connection. Sixth house and 11th house, sixth house and eighth house. This connection has to form to analyze to say that this person will be a chartered accountant. But one thing is what very sure that they have their second lord or 11th lord placed in the Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn in such professions. So when you'll be getting a job, a source of income is getting generated, or you're having a jewelry inheritance or some wealth is coming to you, then surely the second house lord is active in the dasha, antardasha, or even pratyantar dasha. And even if Venus is placed in D9 in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and it's active in the Dasha, Antardasha, even Pratyantardasha, then the wealth is confirmed. Now, if somebody coming to you and asking when I'll be getting a job, a source of income is when generated, and you analyze the chart, right? You see that the person is running a Pratyantar Dasha of planets of second house lord, and that second house lord is placed in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, then surely the wealth will come. The source of income will generate. So, for the timing of event, again, the planet placed in this, the combination which I have explained, it becomes very important to analyze. The best placement for your second house lord or 11th house lord in the divisional chart, like D9, D10, or any divisional chart for wealth, is important that that second house lord should be placed in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Now, suppose if someone is having second house lord placed in Aries Navansh, right? What will happen? The dasha, antardasha, or pratyantar dasha of that planet will run. What will happen? The person will face sudden losses, sudden expenditure will happen, or the person will lose some costly thing, right? A jewelry may be lost by this period. Person may start to think, generate a new income source for himself or own money, right? The person will take hasty decision in terms of wealth, and then will occur sudden losses. Why? Because the second house lord is now placed in Aries sign, Aries Navansh. Aries is known for the impulsive decision, hasty decision. There are sudden losses in this placement. Now, if you see, if your second house lord or 11, second house lord placed in Pisces Navansh, or your Venus is in Pisces Navansh, then you help others in terms of money. You help others to generate wealth. Why? Because Pisces is a sign of sacrifice. Here, a person wants to help others in terms of money, and it is not that the expenses are not high. Surely the expenses are high because person provides money to other wealth, and he himself is having a very expensive lifestyle. But the money will come because there is a repetition. The more he spend, the more money or wealth will come back to him. Now, if your second house lord placed in the Scorpio or Aquarius Navansh, then Scorpio and Aquarius is what? Innovation, research, technology, mining, occult, utilizing others' wealth, right? So person will have wealth from in this combination. Many astrologers, if you analyze their chart, their second lord placed in either Scorpio Navansh or Aquarius Navansh. So in case if you're learning astrology and try to analyze that whether I can earn through occult or not, or I have this yoga or not, see your second house lord is placed in which Navansh. If it's in D9 and D10 to Scorpion Aquarius is prominent, then surely you go with it. Now, coming to end of the video, we have already discussed the wealth yoga. We have understand the how second house lord placement is very important. Navansh again plays a very important role, and earth trikon, how important to analyze the earth element in your chart too, especially in D9 and D10. Now, suppose give you an example. If you are a Cancer ascendant and Leo is the second house, right? And Sun rules the second house basically, and that Sun goes in Taurus Navansh, and currently Jupiter is transiting over Taurus sign. We all know that. then this during this transit period, and person is running the antar or pratyantar antardasha of sun, then what is happening is this person is buying jewelry or getting inheritance, getting wealth from others. The more money is coming to him. Now that sun, if not second house lord, it is eighth house lord, then the person is enjoying inheritance. Sudden gains are coming to him. Right now, they, if you analyze the chart, analyze in a proper, structured way, see the second house lord position, where it is going into the D9, D10, and what are the events happening. And astrology works on dasha and, your transit. What dasha are you running a favorable dasha? Where in that, even if you're, having an unfavorable dasha, suppose, but the Pratyantar or Antardasha is coming of a favorable planet, which is involved in wealth yoga, or it is going into the earth element in the D9 and D10, then the wealth will come to you during that time, or source of income will become during that time only. So, guys, this was all about wealth, how to analyze wealth in your birth chart, and how to check your, D9 or D10 and your earth element, how important it plays, and how dasha, antardasha, even, transit, how it helps to manifest the kind of wealth you are, looking forward for in life. So, I hope my video will help you in analyzing your own birth chart. And in case if you want me to make a video on any subject which you may like, please suggest me in the comment section. I look forward for your feedback, and thank you so much for your all and love uh, to me and my videos. And again, a very happy Diwali. Namaskar.